Hey everyone, today's video is about when he sees you self-harming. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let's get going. Bakugou always knew that you had a problem with emotions. Like whenever he yelled at you just a little bit, you would cry. Or if someone told you mean things, you would be so sad the whole day, thinking about it. He thought it was something that you should never do. Like, who would even care about other people's opinions? Definitely not him. But you always seem to care about them. And honestly, he was so sad about that. He just wanted to make sure that you always knew that you're perfect, no matter what they say about you, no matter what their opinions are. So today, when he first saw you, he couldn't believe his eyes. What made you reach to that point? To just hurt yourself? He was so close to crying when he opened the door and saw you laying down on the ground with your arms bleeding. Wyan, Wyan, what are you doing? Katsuki, you weren't supposed to see this, but I did. Wyan, what happened? Tell me, baby. Tell me. Did anyone hurt you? I'll kill them. No, I... You looked like you were losing consciousness, and that's when he looked down and noticed just how much blood you were losing. Shit, why didn't I notice? Wyan, hold on. I'll bring you to recovery, girl, please. He immediately carried you and began running. His classmates stopping by to see what was happening, but gasping and moving away for him to run faster and not stop him once they saw the blood. Everyone was scared for you. So when Dinky first saw you bleeding like that, he ran quickly to inform all the other students about what happened, while Bakugou was making a run to the infirmary with you in his arms. Bakugou was so worried. You had already lost so many blood, you were unconscious, and he didn't know why exactly did that. When you arrived at the infirmary, recovery girl even gasped. You guys never expected something like this to happen from you, especially you. You always seemed like you were happy, like you were the sunshine of the group, or the whole class actually. But Bakugou was the only one who knew. He was the only one who knew how you were when you weren't acting, just how sad you actually were. You acted almost the complete opposite when you were sad, but he never, ever expected it to get to this point. So he was kicked out of the room while recovery girl was doing her work. And once she was done, which was about like 2 hours later, he was allowed to go into the room again. When he went inside, you were not awake. You looked completely relaxed, and your face was really pale, probably because of the loss of the blood. And then, suddenly he heard knocks, more than one, and he allowed them to come in, seeing the whole class. Well, most of them were there, but maybe the others decided to go back, since it was already really crowded. Everyone sat quietly, just looking at you, until one by one, they decided to excuse themselves when they saw you waking up, because they wanted to leave you and Bakugou alone. When you woke up, you first saw Bakugou's face. He was really close to you, which made you surprised at first and flinched back. Hey, how are you doing now? I'm alright, thank you. Your voice so sounded shaky, just as it was when you were talking to him before this whole thing. Why did you do it, Wyan? What exactly made you reach to that point? Were you really this sad? I'm sorry. I never actually wanted to do that. I don't know what got in my mind, but I just. I felt so sad, okay? And I couldn't stop myself. It's like I couldn't control myself even. I'm sorry. He apologized once again. Fine, I forgive you. But please, whenever you feel like that, just call me, okay? Alright? I'll try my best to. So after resting for the whole day in there, Bakugou took you the next day and went back to your dorm. You were finally free from that place. Even though it wasn't so bad, at least not like the hospital. Still, it was worse than anything. Definitely worse than Bakugou's dorm. Once you were actually back in Bakugou's dorm, you were so happy. You went to the bed and just kept sniffing them, the blanket, the pillow, because it all reminded you of what you could have left behind. Believe it or not, you were actually happy that you were back, that you were in his arms again, that maybe you didn't die as much as you wanted it before. Maybe now you could give yourself another chance. A chance to love yourself, to love the other people around you, to be social and to believe that you're loved. That's what you were going to do, or that's what you wanted to do. Bakugou then spent the whole day with you, cuddling and playing with you, even teaching you some things because you wanted to learn, saying that you already skipped a few classes. Uh, well, do you want your favorite food then? You were now discussing what you were going to eat after the whole long day. Oh, that's a good idea. But what about you? I'll eat anything you want, Boyan. It doesn't really matter to me. I see. Well, alright then. You can order. Your favorite? Yeah. Yeah, you can. By the way, thank you for teaching me. It's alright. I'll do it over and over if I have to. He was finally making you happy again. And that's all he wanted. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you liked the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Goodbye.